Flosstube. Today is Saturday, August the 20th? I think it's the 20th. It's Saturday, and it's August, and I don't remember the exact date. Kate here of Colorblind Cross Stitch with another weekly update. I'm finally sort of getting back on track after my vacation and hiatus and busyness. Here with Neko, who has decided that my lap is the best place to sit. He's probably not in the camera, but he is here too. He is very soft and very fluffy. Yes, he's a soft and fluffy boy. I know. My cat is lovely. I have the best cat. Okay. This should be a relatively short video, as I have only one thing to show you, which is this week's progress on the Tangible Good project. No stitchquisitions, no other whips, because I am working full-time on this one. Most of this week was spent on Pika-chuuuuu. Pika-chuuuuu has a surprising number of colors. I mean, there are the big blobs of yellow, but, and pink in his surfboard, but, like, all the bits where it's shadowed, I think it's probably just a result of the sprite we used, but sort of in here, in his tail, his ears, his mouth, there are like, and his eyes, like there are a lot of stitches that are just like one or two stitches of a color. So he took a long time, did Pika-chuuuuu. So Pika-chuuuuu took me all week. I had hoped, to get more than one sprite done, but that didn't happen because Pika-chuuuuu took my entire week. I think last time I showed you him, I had just started the pink on his skateboard, or surfboard rather. But there you are, there is surfing Pika-chuuuuu. He is finished. He took all week. But I think in the end, I think he came out pretty good. So, given that I did Pika-chuuuuu, this week I have started on, or last night rather I should say, last night I started on Snorlax, who is obviously the other Pokemon, so that's Snorlax, who is the other one I started on. Obviously, I haven't gotten much done out of Snorlax yet, just basically one little thing in there. So he's got lots more colors to do. Hopefully Snorlax won't be quite so confetti heavy as Pika-chuuuuu was. I think there are some areas, like around like his legs and face, I think especially like his arms and legs, which have a lot of sort of like confetti stitching, like stitches of a single color, or single stitches or like 2 or 3 stitches of just one color. So those will take a little while, but like his stomach is just like a big blob of one color kind of thing, and he also has, big blobs of color. So we'll see how Snorlax goes. He may or may not take as long as Pika-chuuuuu did. After Snorlax, I haven't decided who I'm going to work on, sort of which set of sprites to go to next. I could go anywhere, really. I don't know, I'll have to see who I feel like. Maybe Bowser and Ganondorf? Or not Bowser and Ganondorf, maybe Link and Ganondorf? Or Bowser and Mario? I might do one of them. I might. I haven't decided. I haven't decided who I'm going to do after Pika-chuuuuu and Snorlax. Because I could basically do anyone. Like, I don't have to, when I was doing the outlines, I kind of had to go like, okay, which is the next closest, because that just made counting easier. But I've done all the outlines, so I'm just basically picking sprites to stitch. So I can stitch any of them I want. I've kind of been doing it like do one side and then do the other side, because I kind of like, I don't know, I just kind of like doing it that way. And then I'm sort of filling in both sides at once, and you can sort of see it come together. But maybe I'll do Mario. That might be fun, because Mario World was always like one of my favorite games as a kid. Granted, it was one of the only games I got to play as a kid, because my parents didn't like video game consoles. They found the video game music annoying, and they were very much of the, my children should go play outside all the time persuasion, not sit in front of the TV. So we never had any video game consoles of our own. So I didn't play that many video games as a kid. I did play Mario World, however, and the SNES Zelda: A Link to the Past, because at school, the residents at school had a Super Nintendo. So when I was in high school, I could play Super Nintendo at school because they had one. And basically they had 2 games. No, they had 3 games, because they had Mario World, they had A Link to the Past, and then they had I can't remember what it was called now, but it was the one that it was like a Super Nintendo cartridge that had basically Mario 1, 2, and 3 on it, like the original, NES Marios. So I played a lot of Mario, because that was most of what I had, and most of what I had access to. So all the other games that I've played, I've never actually played much of any Pokemon games, but Super Metroid. Super Metroid is one of my favorite games, but I didn't actually play that until I was an adult, and then I played it emulated on my computer. Same with Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 3/6, which is where the Moogle and Kefka comes from. Although I have never actually played through all of Final Fantasy. I played a little bit in the beginning and then got lost or something. I think I couldn't figure out where to go. So then I gave up. And then I played a little bit in the middle because my person a couple years ago actually bought himself a Super Nintendo, a used one, at a garage sale or a pawn shop or something, and has since been collecting sort of all the games that he had as a kid, because he had a Super Nintendo as a kid. His parents did not have the, antipathy towards video games that my parents did. So he had a Super Nintendo as a kid, and he played Final Fantasy and Mario and Zelda and Star Fox and what other games did he? I don't remember what else he had, but so he's been collecting all the Super Nintendo games that he had as a kid that he enjoyed playing. So I played a little bit of Final Fantasy with him, and then he also bought Metroid because of me. So I have now finally played Super Metroid on the actual Super Nintendo. We still don't have Chrono Trigger yet. I want him to get Chrono Trigger, because that's also a really super good game. Although, we didn't put any Chrono Trigger in our tapestry. We only had so much space. Oh, so. No, you cannot lie on it. Gosh. He gets off my lap, and I'm like, okay, you're done. And then he gets off then he starts, pawing at my stitching. No, you cannot lie on it. This is not for Nekos to sleep on. He's like, why? I don't understand. I want to. I should be careful. I don't want to lose my needle. Good, I haven't lost my needle. Actually, fun story. I finally used up a needle. I might start counting in needles. How many needles will this take me? I feel like it's going to take me 3 or 4. The thing is, for whatever reason, this needle is new. It's all shiny still. But for some reason, my hands, there's something in the oils on my skin or something that eventually wears away the coating on my needles. It's really obvious with the needles that come with kits, that sort of cheaper needles. But yeah, so the cheaper needles, the coating comes off really quickly. These ones are Bohin needles, and they're actually doing they're much better. So it basically took till I got to the end of Pikachu, all the outlining, and then by the time I was doing Pikachu, the coating had sort of started to wear really, really noticeably. So I figured when I finished Pikachu, it was time for a new needle, because without the nice silver coating, the needle still works, it still goes through the fabric, but it doesn't glide as well, which may sound funny, but I'm sure you people who use needles will understand what I'm talking about. I don't know, it's slicker when it has its coating, so it goes through the hole more smoothly and more easily. I'm gonna count in needles, I think. I mean, because I don't keep track of hours. I don't have time for that. I know that it's gonna take a lot of hours. Or stitches. I don't know how many stitches I do in an hour, kind of thing. I mean, I will tell you that there's over 100,000 stitches in this thing, including all the half stitches. And if I was to be paid 1 cent a stitch, that's $1,000. Of course, that's still there's no way that's minimum wage, considering how many hours this thing has taken me. Although at least the half stitches should go twice as fast. We'll see how much I get done on Snorlax. We'll see how fast I go through my second needle, how much I get done before my second needle gets worn out, how many needles will this take me. And we'll see how much I mean, it's getting towards the end of August and I'm on my 6th Sprite, so I'm still trying to get it done, but still definitely thinking that it's not going to be done for this year. It's going to get done, because I definitely, absolutely still want to put this in to, like, give to the Desert Bus people to raise money. I don't think it's going to get done for this year, because they want it by, like, the end of September to them, and I don't think there's a way I could do it. I feel like even if I sat down and did nothing but stitch, which I can't do because I have a degree to do, I'm still not sure it would get done. However, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, that's all for this week. Not too much to show you. As I said, the video game tapestry is what I've been doing, basically for all my Stitch time, as you know. So I finished Pika-chuuuuu, who took a while, and I've started Snorlax. This week I'm going to finish Snorlax, maybe start on Mario, depending on how long Snorlax takes me and how much stitching time I have, which will sort of depend on what else I need to get done this week. No Stitchquisitions, nothing else, no finishes or anything, because I've just been working on this and it's huge. So, I'll be back next week with another update. Have a lovely week, everybody. Bye!